Hello, and welcome back to Elphael, I guess is the pronunciation of Elphael, which is the brace of the Haligtree. But I'm in the prayer room. So last time I got down here, I fought Loretta the Knight all the way up that way. Hey, that's rude. Oops, wrong one. I pushed the wrong button. I meant to have this one out. Okay. I just don't want to fight this here. But it's here, so I might as well kill it. But today will be progress through this section. No, I want to hold this one. Progress through here. My first target is getting rid of the guy that will show up down there. Yeah, over there. You can see him under the bridge thing. He's the first target to get rid of. Because I'm pretty sure it doesn't respawn. I wasn't running. It went fine, but I wasn't running. I guess I can go from here. I'll go back through all this stuff and actually explore it. I just want this guy out of the way, so I don't need to worry about fighting it. Whoop. That's some crazy timing. And that's exactly why I want to kill him as fast as I can. I bet they actually set it up so that it could time that properly. I don't think there was anything I could have done there after I jumped. Because I don't think I would have staggered them. I guess I need to explicitly go this way to get my runes back. Because if I went down the other way, it wouldn't work. But it's going to be a lot of Haligtree. I think this segment... Oh god, the camera. I think this section of the Haligtree is... I don't like it as much. It's not bad. It's just, I love this attack. Yeah, I saw that coming. I was too focused on dodging the missiles. Yeah, I really hate this enemy. Like, you fight him on this little bridge area. He has the holy lasers. And it provides that obnoxious scarlet rot on the ground. It's really annoying. I think shoot, I'm dead. Yes, I was trying to roll at the last second, but I was doomed. I didn't remember how big that explosion was. I was gonna greed and hit him like twice and hopefully kill him, but this is a bad start. You know, you don't generally start dying 15 times to this basic-ish enemy, but... Let's do a little bit of equipment changes. Damage negation. Vastly boosts non-physical damage negation. Does it also... I assume it doesn't hinder physical damage negation. Like, it would say that there was that exchange, like, you take more physical damage in exchange. It didn't say that, so I'm not sure. Okay. Has it it's not aggroed anymore now. I need to let it leave so I can get down. And get the buffs. And then try to get as close as I can. Can it? Okay, for a second I thought that it was reacting to me. It reacted to my jump. Oh, and I have to wait for... Actually, I should probably... Except the range is too short. Okay, I'm not gonna get close enough quickly enough. Bad decision. I guess I have to run behind it every time it does the annoying Scarlet Rot jump. Because it doesn't leave Scarlet Rot behind it. I just find this enemy really annoying. It doesn't actually get in your way if you're exploring everything else. What am I doing? Oh, I might die. Okay, I'm glad I didn't die there. But I mean, taking any damage there is just a waste. So I'm gonna go back to the Grace that I was just at. What is this game? Like, I just killed a guy right here and they didn't even recognize it. They didn't react at all. Weird. Okay. Guess I'll kill this guy while I'm here. I need to not die because I don't want to lose those runes. I'm gonna go use the reach is so much shorter than I feel like it should be. It really feels like it should have so much more reach than it does. Like, that barely hit, I think. It's kind of remarkable. Well, I'm down here anyway. I'll go back. I'll try not to go too far. But since I'm here, I'll explore this and then travel back to the Grace after. Good. Just a chest. Worthless. Good to know. Well, it's fun to it's fun to explore, you know. I'm just not a fan of this segment because, well, there's two reasons I don't like this part. The tree guy, the tree guardian over there that I'm fighting and dying to because I'm trying to rush it too much, as well as the I'm also gonna switch back to this. As well as in the bottom level, the sewer sort of zone is very... It has those enemies that teleport and attack erratically. Oh, but if I've switched to this, I really should re-equip that. I'm not going to use that, so might as well leave that. Yeah, like, this... Oops. I'm still holding the bumper. Waste of FP. But yeah, the lower area has that one enemy that's awful. And it has this guy right here. Is this one that he follows up? Yes, it is. This one he doesn't follow up. And then this is the most annoying attack. I just hate it. That's the one that he follows up on? Yeah, because it was slower than the other vertical. I hate this attack. Okay, I was just out of range. That was very risky. How'd that hit me? It shouldn't have hit me. Somber, that's great. Rotten stuff. Like, I was not in the AoE of the rot. That was lame. Didn't matter, but it was lame. Well, I guess I'll explore from here for a bit. Right down there. That section's fine, but there's a bunch of those guys that just appear out of thin air, and I hate that section. It's cool aesthetically. I think it's great. I just don't like fighting those, so. Yeah, I'll explore this side, and then I'll go back and start from the beginning. After I fully upgrade this weapon that I'm swapping off of, because I need variety. Can't use that weapon for everything. Oh, actually. I haven't used this in a while. Which, it's probably better to have this as a full strength weapon instead of a cold weapon, but is it gonna miss? No, it didn't. Good. I switched because of this enemy, because I figured it would shatter better. It's not a lot of damage, though. The baseball swing, which, as always, is Monster Hunter Hammer. A Somber 9 is pretty good. Okay. See, I think if I have enough... Okay, so I should hopefully be able to max the hammer. That I might switch to pure phys... Actually, it's not bad. 268, 115 from scaling. Yeah. Like, compared to this, it is probably better without using any FP. Like, the base magic is better for this, but the scaling magic is not much better. It's like 33 more. And like, the base physical and base magic is better, but the scaling physical is a lot better. Though the health and steeple might, I think a +8 is worse than a +23. So that might not be a fair comparison. I almost fell. Or it felt like I almost fell. Okay, one on the left. I know this one right there. I guess I just go for it with Chilling Mist. That Frost proc was good, because I think without it, he would have gone into a counter stance, I believe. I do like the hammer. It has so much stagger. Where'd that come from? Oh. He just exploded. Neat. Oh, this noise bugged me last time I played here. I think it's above? On, like, the roof? Or it's invisible. No, yeah, it's on the roof. It's a really annoying noise. This is where this exploration becomes kind of awkward, but cool. But they really incorporate a lot of routes, which are less smooth to walk on, and it adds a lot of options. You're not sure if you can jump to one. You're not sure if you can jump between them. Yeah, like, oh, there's nothing here. Except a drop down to some butterflies, I think. That's the big advantage of a hammer. He actually was able to see me. Good job. Okay. So that's that. Oh, hello. But I have very little to talk about. Though, I don't remember what it was, But the other, like, yesterday, for some reason, I was thinking about a TV show from my childhood that I don't remember why it came up, but it was called Tumbletown Tales, and it was, I don't know, a math lesson in disguise, or a bunch of math lessons in disguise. Oh, I remember why. I was talking with people about my weird, how a can of tomatoes looks really big, because tomato cans are generally, well, not always, but like whole tomato cans. I hate those guys. Those are the guys I hate. Whole tomato cans are like 740 mils or something. They're bigger than, say, a can of kidney beans. Whereas a can of kidney beans is a lot smaller. And to me, that is the can size. So it seemed weird, but it's the same height as a default can, which then got to the topic of an episode of that hamster show, Tumbletown Tales, which might have been Ontario only, because TVO, I assume, is Television Ontario, but I'm not actually sure. Like, it might have only been made in Ontario, maybe it was used in other places, I don't know. But it was just a hamster kind of living a weird, like, it was actually just a hamster. Like, it wasn't an animated hamster, it was a real hamster. And just the only real memorable episode was the hamster being, I mean, the hamster was just moving around like a hamster does. It wasn't the one teaching you, but I think it had a voiceover, maybe a narrator, I can't remember. But it taught how if the hamster wanted more seeds to eat, it shouldn't just take the tallest, it should take the one that had the best, like the wider, wider one, because that had the highest volume. Which, thinking about it now, as a TV show for 6-year-olds, that's a relatively, like, complex topic to introduce. They didn't introduce it by explaining that if the radius doubles, the volume quadruples. They didn't explain it that way. But that part of the explanation, the reason that it is that way, is much more complicated than what you would teach a 6-year-old. Which also is why they didn't actually teach that part, and it was just, yep, just because something's taller doesn't mean it stores more. Which makes sense. It's an appropriate lesson, and it stuck with me. And it was good. It sometimes had, I think sometimes the hamster was put into, like, toy cars and toy boats. I think they actually did put it in, like, a toy boat and float it about on, like, water. I think occasionally pans showed up to, you know, contain the hamster because it's a living creature. So I think that's the end of this path. Well, it's not the end, actually. I should drop down over here. Okay, it's one of those shows that is weird. Oh, never mind. Not drop down, just climb up. Yeah, and then jump over there. But it's a weird show. I mean, assuming, you know, TVO is TV Ontario and therefore would have to be financed by Ontario, whether it's government or like public sponsoring. I don't know how it worked. But whatever it is, makes sense. Like, probably cheaper to just have a real hamster being placed around props to indicate stuff. And the hamster does a good job of keeping kids' attentions because it's a cute hamster. Ooh, actually though, hamsters are kind of... The story of pet hamsters is interesting. It's like, it's believed that all pet hamsters probably came from the same, like, a single family group. Like, they're all products of a group of maybe... Or was it a single brother-sister pair? So it's not exactly the... If you talked about that and want to explain it to children, it's not really a child-friendly topic to introduce. How I think all Syrian hamsters in the pet trade are thought to be from one pair. Sorry. Syrian hamsters. Eventually it will search. I mistyped the name. But looks like they all stem from a certain golden hamster or Syrian hamster. Their numbers have been declining in the wild due to a loss of habitat. Characteristics, discovery. I'm trying to find this. Also, I should just fight this. Can I get a good attack? Can I get 2? No, I cannot. Rude. Interfering with my duel. I'm surprised that he hasn't been frostbitten yet. That's kind of interesting that he was able to counterattack that. That the block counted. Yeah. There's a lot of... it might have changed in 1971? Okay. So, a separate stock of hamsters was exported from Syria to the United States in 1971, but mitochondrial DNA studies have established that all domestic golden hamsters are descended from one female, likely the one captured in 1930 in Syria. It's weird. I think there's something to do with scale. Like, stuff like cancer are less of an issue in small animals because they just have less cells. So they don't need to worry about it as much. This is not going to work. Because he can chase me inside. So I'm not actually able to just go inside to deal with the small guys. Did he just shoot his buddy and he took damage? Neat. That's like very good to know. But yeah, I guess I just keep moving until he stops aggroing. He is no longer aggroed. Yeah, these guys have infinite stamina. What should I do? Maybe if I throw something at the guy, maybe the other guys won't aggro? I should also just spend my runes, but... Oh, wait. There. Okay, there. Wrong button. There. Upgrade weapons. Mostly one weapon is important to upgrade, but the other... I'll upgrade the hammer.
Well, I took you for no matter it's out, you're up.
So this is going to get maxed. 10 more physical scaling, 11 more base physical, 15 more base magical, 25 more scaling magical. That's pretty good. I really don't know if I should even upgrade that. So then I have the steeple and this. These are both going to be +9. And the hammer. I should find another one. It's so much harder to upgrade non-somber weapons. I really don't get it. 6 smithing stone 8s to get to 24. I have more. Maybe I'm missing some stock of them, but I have 3 ancient dragon smithing stones, and I still don't have enough to have one weapon at 24. It's probably because I'm playing the game differently or weirdly, but it's so weird how it's easier to get the ancient smithing stones than to get the necessary, than to get the one previous. It's a little odd. How can I do this? I'm gonna need to level up too. Just for a second. I'm not gonna do more intelligence yet. Yeah, it's not the best damage scaling. Whereas this is a huge amount of HP. 56. So yes, 30 to 40 must be one of the higher HP scaling vitality level segments. Okay, let's try this. Let's try, if I stay as far away as I can I shoot him and not aggro the other guys? So if I stay here, will the other guys aggro? I was slow. I'm about to die. I got lucky because my heal went off in time. The other guys did not aggro though. That's good. I think I can cheese him from here. Never mind, because this guy doesn't know how to aim. Okay, no, that's just I was standing too close to the step, so it doesn't work. I feel fine doing this. These guys are really annoying to fight. So I don't feel bad fighting him this way. Especially since he has a bunch of buddies that I'd have to deal with as well. Do you give me anything? Ooh, a single Lord's Rune. Totally worth the annoyance. Of course, now I'm gonna die to these guys instead. I can probably backstab this guy. Nope. Okay. He's able to recover enough to shield. I kind of like that magic combo. They shoot a magic dart and then they stab a magic spear. It's kind of neat. Okay, I don't know why he did that. I don't know why he put his shield down. I'm glad he did, but I don't know why. That was pretty bad damage. Okay. But yeah, I was talking about Tumbletown Tales. And then Syrian hamsters and how they're all descended from, well, apparently at least one specific female hamster is who they're all descended from. Which is marginally better than being definitely descended from a single pair. Which is, you know, it's good. But yeah, and there's something about, I was talking briefly about how it's like, okay, that makes sense. How big animals, in theory, have more threat from cancer, but if like elephants have something that helps, I can't remember. Because it was like fourth hand knowledge. Ooh, I got lucky I didn't get hit there. Like, it wasn't like I read a paper about this. It was like people talking about it. People who are reasonably researched, but still very interesting. I think I go up. No, I don't think there's anything up there. Yeah. It's just fun to think about. I don't know. I don't know if there's any TV shows currently being made that make use of, like, what I'm trying to say is, like, there was also a TV show, it was like Reading with the Lions. It was a TV show about a family of lions that lived in a library. I don't see if I can jump that. I don't think I can, but whoop. Oh, that's way closer than I thought it would be. I don't think I can jump it though. But it was very puppeted. It was real. It wasn't just an animated show. This is where it gets kind of rough. Not what I want to do. But like I'm not, you know, for I would say many reasons, I'm not up to date on modern kids TV. But I wonder whether there is any that is still being made that is real instead of just cartoons. Cause like my impression is like the most popular or well-received current one is definitely animated. Other popular with kids ones are animated. It's always kind of... It's an interesting thought. And like, Art Attack? I think Art Attack was a show. I don't know where it was made because I know that it's definitely not Canadian. That's one thing I know for sure. I guess I'll just cheese this guy with fire, huh? And the main reason I'm saying I know it's not Canadian is because it was... Oops, I didn't input the... I got my brain... The wires crossed my brain. Because in my head I was thinking I needed to heal while I was actively trying to attack. Though, I mean, Art Attack, it's... Oh, I searched Art Attack and my browser crashed. Instantly. Art Attack... Yeah, British. Makes sense. Because like, British stuff shows up in Canada, but my assumption is it's a lot less common for Canadian stuff to show up in Britain. Though apparently, like... a show that's popular, or was popular at one point in time, Paw Patrol? Never seen it. Know nothing about it. I've just heard it referenced. It is Canadian? Or made by a Canadian? Which is kind of interesting that it has, like, I don't know, it has or had some acclaim. I think I die? Yes, because they don't get staggered, so if I try to attack, I just die. It's interesting that Art Attack was 1990 to 2007, then 2012 to 2015 on a different, like, channel. Which also makes me think about, oh, what's it called? Not the Wiggles. Oh, I really can't remember what it was that I was thinking of. I guess I go jump attacks, huh? That was lucky. Oops, I'm gonna die. I probably could live, but I'm bad. I guess I just... 2-arm attack? Oh no, Art Attack. Oh no. Oh no, it's in my head. I mean, the Boomafoo is not what I'm thinking of. It was a good show, though. Very fun. I don't think I really remember learning anything from it, though. Which isn't necessarily, oh, it's bad, just probably not the best teaching. Or, it's not the best specific teaching. It might have taught me stuff that I just remember. But, like, actually meaningful things that I've learned from that show, don't think there's much. And that's actually another example of show, like, I was thinking of Art Attack because it's another one that's, like, real. But it's real in a different way. Because art attack's not what I mean by like Tumbletown Tales was a story show. Yeah, I'm dead. I give up. Tumbletown Tales was a story show using real world stuff. Art Attack, not a story show. Zaboomafoo, not a story show. Those are learning shows more than story shows. They're all learning, because that's what any good children's programming is generally going to be trying to teach you something. So most shows that aren't SpongeBob are trying to teach you, be a good person, don't be rude. SpongeBob teaches you, be a bad person, be rude, stuff like that. But oh, Caillou also teaches you, be a selfish guy that everyone hates, right? Caillou is pretty generally hated, I think. Or pretty broadly hated. Because he's just not, like, a polite kid. Okay, what was that? I input an attack and it just stood there. Yeah, going for the strong attack there would have been better, I think. Okay, I was out of stamina there. That was fine. That actually did make sense why I didn't do anything. Okay, he was just barely in range. Okay, that was less damage at least. But I didn't have the beam, so it would have dealt more damage with the beam. Now I'm back to another weapon. Constantly switching weapons. I think 1v1 this is a better choice. Sneak. I don't know if you can backstab these. I don't think I have any reason to. I was one-handing that. I tried to input the two-hand, but one issue with trying to input to try and two-hand something too quickly. So if you're an attack, you can't hit this. Normally it's like a quick combination. But if you attack and then try to do that, you just attack. Which is a shame. And it's probably not something that I should get stuck doing. That might be an int scaling. It is. I don't have a crystal sword that isn't rotten. I should probably find that, and it'd be a good combo. Also, I'm getting sidetracked. I should be going back to the start of the brace and getting the stuff from there forwards instead of continuing on. Otherwise, I'll forget. I only have 7 minutes. Yeah, I haven't really talked about anything interesting. Just weird TV. Which is, TV's just sort of on my mind, I guess. Don't really watch television much anymore. It's kind of an interesting, like, television as, like, using a TV as a vehicle for streaming is sort of different than television. It is, I think, quite literally television, but actually it isn't necessarily. It's all about what the tele comes from. But yeah, watching television, you're watching streaming on a television, that's watching television because you're watching a television. A lot of the word television, but anyway, my point is, I wonder at what point either television like cable satellite TV fails, or if streaming will actually maintain its, at least Netflix's, downward trajectory, and if it maintains it to the point where they will both coexist in their own position in like a entertainment ecosystem instead of streaming fully taking over. Because like streaming is the bigger, it's probably not bigger for everybody. There are definitely, I guarantee there's entire swaths of people that don't even consider streaming, but Faith. I think I was just here. Yeah, that's where I jumped down. So I don't think I have any reason to continue going down that way. I should have just stopped sliding before I slid down at all. I do need to get down there, which I can do from the end of that path, but I have to do the path before that first. I wonder if TV and streaming will maintain an eventual balance. Same as TV and movies, and to a certain extent TV and radio. Like, radio hasn't died. Radio still exists. Now, radio stars don't exist because TV killed them, but that was not good. But yeah. Like, TV, radio exists. Newspaper might die eventually, because newspaper is just not a better medium necessarily. It's more convenient for people that don't have, you know, computers, tablets. Yeah, because I think computers and tablets are the biggest thing that would absolutely kill off newspapers as opposed to phones, because it's definitely harder to do fun puzzles on a phone compared to a newspaper. Whereas if you have a tablet and something to write on it, that's easier to work with. And the analog writing still can be done. So that could definitely take over more easily from that specific niche. But, oh yeah, okay, I have no reason to go this way. I've already explored that. So now I need to go this way. It's almost time for me to wrap it up, though, for this episode. Oops, I missed. And I got a backstab somehow. Kind of surprised. But it worked. Make a lot of noise after dying. Yeah. The flying guy there with the red ball. I think that's the end of this area, the upper middle level. And by upper middle, I quite literally do just mean middle. Ooh, it didn't stagger him this time. Interesting. Yeah, the freeze took longer to proc. I don't want to die here. Also, it's not really a... It's not actually a proc. Like, it's not random. Because, like, proc is... I think I've heard it said that proc is programmed random occurrence chance. It's like something that occurs... Oops. He didn't stagger. I almost died. But, like, something that occurs pretty much guaranteed with consistency would not be a random occurrence. Because I think the application of status in these games is consistent. Like, 55 frost buildup, or whatever. 123 frost buildup. I've assumed will apply the same amount of buildup always. It's up there that I want to be. But I think I can get to where I'm trying to go from this way, because this is how I've traveled previously. I just need to go down there. I guess there's an upper level there that I can explore too. That if I hadn't jumped if I wasn't going down, I could explore. So I still have to go back for that. That's later. I think he should not die. Oh, he missed. Good job. They. They're random creatures. Where is my ladder? Is my ladder down here? No. Where is my ladder? See, I want to go up there, but that has to come from that side. Oh, is my ladder? Oh, my ladder was on the other side, wasn't it? Maybe? I don't think it was. Doesn't look like it was. I'm glad I didn't die there. Or is my ladder over here? Ah, there's my ladder. I also might die here, but can at least get away from... run. Oh no. See, you can see a little ghosty look on the ground there. This is gonna go poorly. This is gonna go very poorly. Ooh, that guy didn't come all the way here. Thank goodness. One swing. Good. One more. Good. I was half expecting the ghosty guy, many-limbed monster, to come and attack me, but he didn't, so I'm safe. Too slow for me to not get hit, but it's about time for me to wrap up. But it looks to me, the smoke rising out of the ground there, and my memory, which my memory's not totally confident that there's a monster there, but I think one of those is going to show up right there, and there's actually potentially a tell. Because are they being stored right under the floor so their particle effects clip through? Maybe. It's very good. Yeah, I will wrap up here. Next time I will explore this ditch and then try to get the bit at the top there. And then I'll go back here and make my way further ever onwards towards Millennia. That's next time. So have a nice day. Bye-bye.